Hey everyone, Gerry from Arena Decklist here, currently playing in a Magic Online PTQ with some mono black aggro. If you watched the last video, you saw me lose down to 6-2. Looks like I am outside of top 8 here, even with a win, but we're gonna give it our damnedest anyway. And this hand is decent, but a little bit awkward. I mean, we are gonna keep. Castle will get you like this sometimes. Obviously, if that was just a swamp, it would be so much better in this hand. But we get to play turn 2 Copter, turn 3 Crewit. So, can't really complain about that, you know? Yeah, deck has been very, very good. Very impressed. The additions I made, I think, were pretty good, at least for the main deck. The sideboard is kind of a trash fire, but that is fixable. I do think that I would have had a lot more success had I had an actual sideboard, of course. And now we are playing some mirror matches. Alright. Play Swamp there because I know I'm not going to activate Mutavault next turn. And if I draw another black source, I get to triple spell potentially. So, and we did indeed. So we get the Lookout. We crew. Ding them for a little bit. Get in our points. Probably discard a Blood-Soaked Champion, maybe. So we play Castle, Champion, Thoughtseize, or I guess we Thoughtseize first, see what's going on. But yeah, discarding a Champion makes sense to me. What you got? Murderous Rider, 3 lands. That's definitely good for us. Alright, in you go. So can't do anything about this. Just got to take it all. Did they just not even play a land? No, they did. They played a swamp, right? All right, another Copter's pretty nice. We could animate Mutavault, but I think we just prefer to block with that. So instead, we'll use the Lookout again. Wow. That's not good for us. So if we attack with this, we can get back the champ and play the Copter, so. Opponent is basically living off the top, though. They do have this Knight of the Ebon Legion that is kind of pounding us, but we definitely have a lot of blockers, so it's not really that big of a deal. And we are indeed going to take... They are not pumping. So they either want this Urborg, or they want this Mutavault, or they have other stuff to play. Looks like they drew a Scrap Heap. Alright. We drew a Knight. So again, we are going to crew off the Night Market Lookout. Are we going to animate the Mutavault and get in there too? I think we are. Got to figure out how much damage we could take on the swing back, I guess. But like we do have 2 blockers, so. Yeah, they could attack us for 12, all things considered. Damn! That is a mighty fine card. So now if we discard Mutavault, play Knight and Harvester. If they play a land, animate Mutavault. It's only 9 coming in, so yeah, this seems much better. But even if that were bad for us, we could do the thing where we like go to blocks first. It makes it awkward for them because no matter what, we're going to have a blocker up even through a removal spell. If we wanted to, at least. So it kind of just outdrew our opponent. We drew more vehicles. Our hand was a little clunky. We didn't get punished for it. So they're attacking with Knight. We do not care about that in the slightest. Alright, Copter is a thing, I suppose. Alright, can we kill our opponent? I believe we can. So they have 2 blockers. Yeah, they have to be very dead. Math is 4 blockers, as it turns out. So, definitely like Reckoning and Betrayal. Legion's End is okay. Do not like Thoughtseize. Like cutting a land. I cut an Urborg last time and it kind of punished me, but I still feel like the logic is sound where it does help us with our Mutavaults and everything, but it helps them too, so it's kind of awkward. But I definitely want these 5. And then what I did before was cut the Blood Soaks, but I was actually happier just getting all the champions out of my deck. And then I think just having Legion's End is better. Yeah, we'll do something like this. Oh, Moto, stop. Please stop. Alright, this hand is not good. Cannot keep. This is same hand, but better. And I think the card we put back is Rankle, but it could also just be Scrap Heap. Yeah, maybe it is Scrap Heap. So, fun story, I have 1 Rankle in my deck because none of the bots had a 4th spawn of Mayhem. And granted, I was like trying to get this deck together like 30 minutes before the PTQ. But I have like the Card Hoarder loan account. And, oh yeah, I want to bottom the Scrap Heap. And they have never disappointed me. There was one point, I think, where I had to acquire some of my own Vivians, but then like whenever you have to acquire your own copy of a card, it generally means that that card is just going to go up anyway. So, like, I didn't mind buying the Spawn of Mayhems, and I could have contacted, like, their customer service to get them and everything. But I was just, like, going around to all the bots and, like, trying to buy them. And then I got to a bot that had 4, and I was like, yeah, okay, give me these. And they're like, yeah, we're not going to do that because we don't have very many of them. And it's like, what? No, just raise the price. Like, I don't care. Just sell them to me. You have them, you know? Like, you bought these for, like, 50 cents before. You should be happy selling them for 9 tickets. Long story short, I ended up playing a Rankle instead of the 4th spawn. And it's kind of whatever. I think we have to tag one of those. We have a rider for a big card. This is kind of what vehicles do in this matchup. They just sort of chill. So if I Rankle, my stuff is just going to get blown up. I don't really like the idea of that. I'll just, like, trade Copter with it and then do bad things to me, basically. So if I kill one of these knights, then they get to pump the other one, which might actually be okay because I know that they're light on lands. But maybe I should take the 4, and if they play Spawn, then I'll kill that. But these knights are definitely going to be a problem. think I'm gonna kill this to force them to pump it in case if they want to get the counter. But they probably want to keep open removal for this copter. Oh, it still gets the counter because of my knight. Yeah, alright. Fair enough. Alright, so now I can look out, crew the copter, they'll kill it, and then I can just play another copter. Yeah, this is a rider probably. No, just push. Alright. So if they pump, that'll be 7. But they're still like playing around Fatal Push basically when it's... I don't know. I used a Dark Betrayal, which again points to like it being Fatal Push. It turns out is Infernal Reckoning. A nice little magic card there. But regardless, they probably think I have a push, so they don't want to get in there with their knight. Oh, this is great for us. Give me that life. I want it. Yeah, I guess they're like, oh, well, we have 2 good push targets, so... Okay, so now we have Knight and Murderous Rider. So we could just play Knight and hold up in mana, which is not great against Fatal Push. What if we just crew this thing and try and hit them? Maybe they kill the copter and then we get to keep the Knight back. Yeah. Yeah, I like this plan. Not like a great plan. I mean, obviously if they kill this, we're probably just dead. They draw 1 mana removal spell, but... If we play like Knight and Rider, they just get to freely attack with this, and then we just have to chump, so that's not great. Yeah, block. I'll block. What does this do exactly? Like, if they're not going to spend, like, maybe they drew a land, so they want me to spend my mana this turn and not do anything else with it, and they just get to freely play their Bloodsoak guy anyway? I don't know. Weird. Ooh. Oh my. Yeah, Rankle is awkward in the face of Bloodsoak Champion. Alright, so if I attack with my Knight, I probably just have to take it. It's only 1 damage, though. Doesn't really accomplish a whole lot. So yeah, I think we get the Harv out there. We just pass. This is fine. This puts me to 2. But then I drain them up to 3. And then hopefully gain some life back with the Harvester. Alright. So I can let them copter. Seems like a bad idea, kinda. But that would involve me just sitting here and not being able to cast any spells, so I don't really like that idea either. When am I ever going to rankle them? That's what I want to know. Oh, this turn is hard. This deck is like limited, dialed up 3 degrees or whatever, which is awesome. There's just so many decisions to make, and you feel like really rewarded when you do things that ends up panning out. So it is cool. I've definitely enjoyed playing this deck. What if I play Murderous Rider, Mutavault, use the Mutavault to crew, and then hit them for 3, gain 3. I guess I could... No, I can't actually hit them with anything else because they have the Copter to block. I guess I could use the Night Market Lookout to crew. That would do it. So that would put a counter on our Knight. So then maybe we don't actually want to play Murderous Rider, but then they're free to just hit us with Copter. So yeah, God, we play Rankle on D? It's so awkward. What if we just play the Rider instead? That just lets him hit us with Copter too, which doesn't sound great. Rankle sucks, y'all. 4/4 flyer would be insane. It'd be so good. Ugh. Sorry, this turn is hard. We've made it this far. Now I have a 2/3 to block this thing. That's worth noting. This is hitting me for 7. I mean, I guess if I play Murderous Rider, they get to hit me with Copter, and then I have free reign to just rankle them. So maybe that's the aspect I have to go for. I don't know. Mysteries. They attack with Knight. I get to block with Murderous Rider. I say get to block like it's, you know, a privilege. Like it's this great thing that is occurring. It's really not. It's fine. Get to keep my head above water at least. And there's spawn. Alright, so Rankle still continues to do actual nothing. Okay. Okay. So now I go Rider, Killer, Spawn. I go down to 4. I gain 4 more from Lookout, Aether Sphere. I get to chump with Mutavault. And then keep Knight back still. I think I have to keep the Knight back for the Blood Soaked, but I guess Blood Soak is kind of like tied up into crewing Thopter. So this puts us to 8, and if they draw a push, then we lose, right? So it puts us to 8. They go to 11, or sorry, to 9. I can't count. And then we have like maybe lethal, sort of, barely. So, whatever. I'm just going to get in there with these. And then this should maybe clear the way for Rankle lethal next turn. I don't know. It's pretty excited to crew and attack. Oh, wow. Keep the Knight back. That is glorious. Yeah, that just means they drew a land. I thought it was, if it was attack both, it was like, oh, they probably just drew a removal spell and we died. Hey! Winner, winner. So we'll see where we end up. Like I said, likely just in top 16, probably outside of top 8. X and 1 went down to 10th. The first place person defeated Blumpy. So they're at 7-2. And it wasn't paired top down either, so that might be good for me. I don't know. Maybe it opens up a spot. So then there's 10. There's basically 5, so like maybe 3 X and 2s get in. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if I get in, more video content. If not, just assume I top 16. And yeah, thanks for watching. This deck is good, obviously. We'll try and pull it up here, actually, so y'all can actually take a look at it again. So, like I said, main deck is pretty good. Rankle should be a spawn, probably. Love the second Urborg. Thoughtseize could also be like Grasp of Darkness or something else. It doesn't necessarily have to be Thoughtseize, and then you could just have a bunch of discard spells in the sideboard. And then the Dark Betrayals could very easily be Grasp of Darkness, and at that point you can like maybe go a little bit lower on Infernal Reckoning too. But Reckoning also deals with in-soul artifact stuff, which is kind of why it was in the deck initially, but we also have Legion's End for that. So this deck is nearing its final form. It is very close. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll have more content, maybe with this deck, maybe with not. We'll see. Mysteries.